In just the last month, I've seen a huge decrease in the number of honey tokens I'm earning with my two Hivemapper dash cams. I did a poll on my channel a few days ago and found many of you are also seeing some big declines. So I did some research to figure out what happened, and in this video I'm going to share my findings and then answer the question, is it too late for you to join Hivemapper too? Hivemapper is a drive-to-earn crypto project which rewards you in their honey token for mapping the roads you drive with their dash cams which you mount inside your car. They're taking on companies like Google Maps head on. It's one of the most promising real-world use cases I've ever seen for a crypto project. It's been wildly profitable for me so far, as I've made over $20,000 with my two dash cams in just the last 10 months. If you bought one when I first covered it on this channel in July of 2023, you've probably done pretty well yourself. Hivemapper's honey token saw a huge spike in price in late November of last year, going from about 2 cents up to a peak of about 32 cents in mid-January. It's since cooled off with the rest of the crypto market, currently trading at just under 9 cents when I'm filming this video. This is a very similar chart pattern to many other deep-end crypto projects we cover on this channel. I personally think this pop we've seen in price is a warning to those watching that this is going to be a very hot sector in this bull market cycle. The price of the honey token is obviously going to have a direct impact on the dollar value of our dashcam rewards. So I wanted to mention it here, but really I want to focus this video on what's driving the change in the number of honey tokens I'm earning each week. Here's a chart of my honey tokens I've earned by month since I joined this project in July of 2023. I saw a big spike in honey tokens earned in December of 2023. That's because I got my second Hivemapper dashcam and installed a dual dashcam setup in my car. One camera front facing and one out the right side window. I drove a lot in January, February, and March, oftentimes just driving for the sake of mapping, which I know the Hivemapper team frowns upon. But some weeks I was making over $1,000 a week, so of course I'm going to do that. I did drive a little bit less than previous months, so that would have some impact here, but it shouldn't be causing the 80% decline in rewards I'm seeing here from March to April. I also tended to drive in many of the same routes each week, so the miles that I am driving may not be contributing as much to the build out of the map as I was when I was actively mapping and trying to find new towns to map each week. Next, Hivemapper implemented a camera mount rating system in early April to incentivize people to maintain optimal camera mount setups. I think they had a lot of instances of people mounting their dash cams either upside down or angled poorly or with very dirty windshields, which obviously results in some bad mapping data. So this, in my opinion, was a good change to make. If you go to their settings wheel tab in the Hivemapper app, you can see your current rating, which is updated each week. A rating of 4 is a good mount, which means you'll get 100% rewards. 3 is suboptimal and you'll get 75% rewards. 2 is bad, you'll get 25%, and 1 is horrible and you'll get 0 rewards. Interestingly, in the first week this was rolled out, I got listed as a tier 3 in my app for both my dash cams, which I didn't necessarily agree with, but I made some slight tweaks and the next week I was rated 4 for both. Interestingly, also my Explorer dashboard shows I got rated a 4 for every week, so I don't really know which one to believe. Here is last week's distribution of ratings. As you can see, the vast majority of people are getting a 4 and earning full rewards, so I don't see this being a long-term issue for most people. Next thing that I thought might be causing my decline in rewards is an increase in the number of people mapping with Hivemapper. As more people are contributing, you'll end up getting a smaller and smaller slice of the token reward pie. And sure enough, that is definitely the case. According to Hivemapper's Explore page, we had about 48,000 people mapping in early February, then 61,000 at the beginning of March, almost doubling to 112,000 in April, to 137,000 people in early May. I think this trend could accelerate even faster in the coming months once the new Hivemapper Bee dashcam starts to ship in Q3. But more honey will also be minted as the build out of the global map progresses. But this, like a lot of other crypto mining projects, you should expect the number of tokens you mine to decrease over time as more users come to the network. Next, depending on your region, Map Improvement Proposal 14 may have impacted your weekly reward totals. Under this proposal, which was passed on April 11th, contributors in a region would now need to refresh 20% of unique kilometers every 28 days, up from 15% today, to get the top coverage score. They would need to submit 75% as many total kilometers every week as there are road kilometers in the region, up from 30% today, to get the top activity score. These activity and coverage scores have a direct impact on the total rewards allocated to each region each week. You can think of this change as kind of like adjusting a bell curve. If too many people are getting A's on a test, despite maybe only getting 50% of the questions right, the bell curve needs to be adjusted to reward the top performers and then also to provide an incentive for others to improve. I know this change had an impact on my region, which does not currently have 100% coverage or activity score. Now, before we get to the last cause, if you're finding this info helpful, do me a huge favor and hit that like button for me. Thank you. Now, finally, Hivemapper recently made some changes to how images are being uploaded and processed. In the past, Hivemapper utilized Amazon Web Services, known as AWS, to process all the images coming from our dashcams. Now they're utilizing the actual dashcam to process the images, which can result in your dashcams not uploading images correctly, as the dashcam's processor may not be powerful enough. I know I had 2 instances last month where it looked like I had about 20,000 images seemingly just disappeared from my app. I'm also consistently seeing about double the images being uploaded from my Dashcam S, which I have front-facing, versus my original Dashcam, which I have side-facing. Now, I don't have any concrete evidence that this processing change is having a direct impact on my rewards, but from what I'm hearing, many others are also seeing similar issues with their uploads as well. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else you're seeing which is impacting rewards each week. Now, nearly 60% of my subscribers who answered my poll don't yet have a Hivemapper Dashcam. So the question is, given what we now know, should you order the new Hivemapper Bee dashcam? And in my opinion, and this is not financial advice, but I still think it is a great buy. The cost is relatively low when you factor in the 2,000 honey token bonus that they're offering to purchase their Bee dashcam. See a link in the description below if you'd like to take advantage of this deal. Now, you're probably looking at between 1 and 2 months to make your purchase cost back based on current earnings. Now, are you going to make $1,000 a week like we were making a few months ago? No, probably not. And that's because we're no longer early to this project. But the big X factor with Hivemapper, I think, is their use case. Hivemapper has already mapped 19% of the world's roads in just 18 months. Now, they need more and more drivers to contribute to this map and constantly refresh that data each week. As maps get more complete, they're going to become more valuable to potential businesses and governments to purchase. Hivemapper recently implemented Map Improvement Proposal 15, which created a burn mechanism for the honey token when revenue comes into the project. This could help to propel the honey token up in price as the project grows. Hivemapper's honey token currently has a market cap of $120 million. The question we should all be asking is, what's the total value of a constantly refreshed map of every road in the world? Now, Hivemapper's CEO, in a recent interview, estimated the total addressable market for their map data is in the range of about $50 billion. The question is, do you want to participate in that upside?